Hello, this time last week we were breaking temperature records across a number of countries in Europe. Whilst the heat has subsided from last week, it's still very warm, if not hot, across a large swathe of southern Europe. To the north, something a bit different. More clouds, stronger winds, a cooler, fresher feel, particularly across Scotland and through Scandinavia, and those cool winds extending down into the Low Countries, parts of Germany and Poland. Meanwhile, further south and east, got lots of strong sunshine and temperatures quite widely in the low, if not mid-30s Celsius. Scattering of showers to the far north of Greece into Bulgaria and Romania on Friday. Could just catch one or two showers across northern parts of Spain, but for much of Iberia, it's mainly dry, some good spells of sunshine, fresher feel for western coast. Temperatures still in the mid-30s Celsius across central parts of Spain. That heat continues across France, southern parts of England as we head further northwards. Those cooler, windier conditions and wet too across much of Scandinavia. Some of those showers feeding into northern parts of Germany, and like to see more showers breaking out on Saturday across central parts of Europe. Like to be heavy and thundery where we do get them. So let's take a look at the city forecast over the next 5 days. Mainly dry in London. Temperatures starting to rise again. Could see some showers here by the middle part of the week. The heat starts to ease again in Paris, but it stays dry with some sunshine. Cool and showery in Berlin and Moscow, but lots of sunshine and very warm, if not hot, in Athens. Hello, there's more rain in this forecast across Japan, which of course has seen some devastating floods recently. Parts of Kyushu have reported in excess of 1 metre of rain since last Friday, and it's all tied in with this zone of cloud, an almost stationary front. And it will continue to fluctuate slightly over the next few days, but it looks like it will return. More heavy rain for a time into Kyushu on Friday, and eventually starting to turn a little bit drier as we go through the weekend. Now, it's all tied in with the heavy rain and thunderstorms we've seen across parts of southeast China. We had a tornado reported there recently. Some torrential rain and thunderstorms across parts of Vietnam, Cambodia, northern parts of Thailand, southern areas of Thailand, dry with lots of sunshine. Lots of sunshine in Seoul, very warm, if not hot. Some rain in Osaka on Saturday, should turn drier after that. Let's head across to Australasia now, and we've got some wet and windy weather across the southwest of Australia. Some heavy rain too across parts of Queensland. We've got some strong winds across a large swathe of Australia, and in this circulation generating some dangerous surf across many of our coasts. Across to New Zealand, where we've got a scattering of showers for the far north of the North Island, the far south of the South Island. Elsewhere dry, some sunshine, but for many inland areas a chilly, if not frosty start. Chance of a few showers in Sydney by the time we get to Monday. Fairly showery and cool week in Melbourne. Bye-bye. Hello, the forecast for Central America, the Caribbean and Mexico coming up in just a moment's time. First is South America, where we've got some unusually cold conditions at the moment across Patagonia, southern parts of Argentina. This cold air will be slowly filtering its way northwards over the next few days. By night, central parts of Argentina could get as low as -5 Celsius. Typically at this time of the year, they should be at least a couple of degrees above freezing. Got some outbreaks of rain too across the far southeast of Brazil, and plenty of showers brewing through Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, pushing across into the Amazon basin. For much of northeast Brazil, it's dry, plenty of sunshine. Notice this zone of rain for southeastern Brazil, never too far away from Rio. Some sunshine looking mainly dry in Buenos Aires over the next few days, but those temperatures well below where they should be for the time of year. Some very cool conditions. Some strong sunshine at least in Buenos Aires, even though temperatures are going to struggle to get into double figures. Some rain in Rio will start to move away, but behind it, some cooler air digging in. Scattering of showers across Mexico as we go through Thursday. Very few showers across parts of Honduras and Guatemala. The showers a bit more frequent down towards Costa Rica and Panama. Like to see quite a few showers across parts of Cuba, just 1 or 2 in Jamaica. So Kingston will probably stay mainly dry in the next few days. Temperatures hovering in the low 30s Celsius. Some heavy thundery showers as we head into Saturday in Havana. Bye-bye. Hello, Hurricane Barbara is in the East Pacific. It's currently a Category 4 storm. It's well offshore. We can see it here on the earlier satellite picture. Its forecast track over the coming days takes it a little bit closer to Hawaii by Monday or Tuesday. As it gets closer still, probably by this stage no longer a hurricane, could well bring some torrential rain on top of what was Hawaii's wettest June on record. Our July the 4th forecast is going to include some thunderstorms anywhere from Nevada across towards the Midwest, our mid-Atlantic states, large hail, gusty winds, torrential rain, and still holding on to some heat and humidity here. But in the Pacific Northwest, things are cooler. Although parts of Alaska, Anchorage, for example, have been seeing some very high temperatures recently. Across the north of British Columbia, likely to see some outbreaks of rain for a time on Thursday, just clipping Vancouver, those showers extending across into parts of Alberta. But for much of the west coast, it's dry. There'll be some sunshine and feeling quite pleasant in that sunshine. Temperatures somewhat cooler than they are further east, because it's here that we're holding on to that heat and humidity across Ontario and into Quebec. As we head down in towards our mid-Atlantic states, this is where we like to see some heavy thundery showers developing, large hail, gusty winds. Some may well escape, and here we'll keep some strong spells of sunshine, but certainly the heat continues down the eastern seaboard with further thunderstorms in the forecast over the next few days. Hello, let's take a look at the forecast across South and Central Asia. And the delay in the monsoon rainfall was a concern for many. Now the rain is starting to settle in. The concern is around how much rain we're getting. Severe flooding across parts of Maharashtra. I'm sure you've seen the pictures coming out of Mumbai in the last few days. And the rain stays very heavy and persistent here over the next few days. But it looks like the heaviest of the rain is probably going to transfer into the likes of Uttar and Madhya Pradesh. And meanwhile, we've got further heavy rain into Bangladesh and Myanmar. Some strong and dangerous winds through the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. Let's head further north now, where across much of Central Asia, it's mainly dry, a scattering of showers for eastern areas. And for Pakistan on Friday, dry, blue skies, sunshine, temperatures typically in the mid-30s Celsius. Clouds starting to build into Gujarat. You can see the blue and green colours there into Uttar and Madhya Pradesh, just indicating some heavy falls of rain here. More heavy rain across the western side of India, but looking mainly dry across much of Tamil Nadu and into Odisha. Should be mainly dry for the Maldives and for much of Sri Lanka, but I suspect that Colombo is always going to be prone to some heavy thundery showers in the week ahead. They're never too far away, and there'll be some outbreaks of rain at times in Islamabad. It's likely to stay very wet in Mumbai in the week ahead. Very warm, if not hot, in Tashkent. Plenty of blue skies and sunshine, and it stays mainly dry in Chennai. Bye-bye. Hello, we'll get the forecast for the Middle East in just a moment's time. First to Africa, let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. So just picking out the large areas of cloud associated with some of the heavier rainfall we've seen in the last 24 hours. You can see that it's mainly concentrated across the western side of Africa. Here's where we'll see the most frequent, some of the heaviest showers and thunderstorms over the coming days through the Gulf of Guinea, across towards Sierra Leone, but still a scattering of these heavy showers a little bit further eastwards across the Ethiopian highlands, for example. To the north and the south of this, it's mainly dry. Some fronts just close by to the southern Cape could bring some outbreaks of rain into Cape Town for a time on Saturday. Quite a cool day here. As that rain clears, the sunshine returns, and we'll start to see the temperatures rising. We'll keep some sunshine and it stays dry in Johannesburg. Further north across Africa, we'll keep the heat in Khartoum. Could translate into some thunderstorms as we go through Sunday and Monday. Dry, partly cloudy, partly sunny in Casablanca. Just one or two showers across Armenia and Georgia, but for much of the Middle East, it is mainly dry and temperatures quite widely in the low, if not mid-40s Celsius. Some stronger winds, though, particularly down through the Gulf of Aden, along the coast of Oman and Yemen, and down through the Gulf as well. That's likely to lift the dust at times. But the heat continues for many. Temperatures in Riyadh and Kuwait could get close to 47 or 48 Celsius in the coming days. Bye-bye.